Hi everyone, we are Tech. Today I would like to show you some details about our WE G18c CNC steel slide. And the first step is I would like to tell you we replicate some details from the real weapons, including the fake pin right here. And in the rear of the slide they are totally there's no gap or space. I'll show you some pictures and you will realize what I'm talking about. The first one is the Marui's website. You can see the Marui replicates the fake pins again, but there's a space in the rear of the slide. And compared with the WE's G18c, you can see there's no fake pins, but they still replicate the space. But actually, we hope our G18c can look much more like a real weapon. So I find some pictures from the website. So the first picture is the real weapon. You can see there's a fake pin. Actually, it should be a real weapon, so it's not a fake pin. There's a pin in the rear of the slide. And compared with our product, they are totally identical. And then I'll show you another picture. This picture I captured from the YouTube. Inside this movie, this is a real weapon, and there's still a pin right here. And compared with our product, they are almost identical. And then there's the last picture. I'll rotate our G18c to the same direction and same angle. You can see they're almost the same pin. And there's no gap or space in the rear of the slide. Compared with the WE's G18c, you can see what I'm talking about. There's no fake pins and there's space or gap in the rear of the slide. And this is the video I captured the picture. I'll let you see. This should be a real weapon. Now I'll check to test our WE G18c. And today I would like to show you our CNC steel slide with our new upgrade recoil spring guide tube and the spring. Compared with the original spring, the upgrade spring is obviously stronger than the original. And later we will try to test the rate of fire. And before I start to test our steel slide, I would like to use this original WE G18c to test the original settings. It's field loaded with .2 BB, and I pressed the valve to prove this magazine is empty. The rate of fire is about 15 rounds per second. Right now, I want to test the rate of fire of this CNC steel slide with our upgrade recoil spring. And before we start, I will push the valve to make sure that this magazine is empty. And they load with full of BB, .2 BB. We already tested several times of experiment try to measure the rate of fire for this CNC steel slide, but because the recoil is bigger and so it's not easy to carry and handle. So we have many different data, sometimes 6 rounds, sometimes 19 rounds, and sometimes 44 rounds. So we have no choice but we find out another way to test the rate of fire. We already know the original design is about 15 rounds per second. So we will reload 2 magazines and they are identical capacities. They are loaded with 21 rounds BB bullet and recharged with 6 seconds of green gas. And we want to reload them together and fire them together. Maybe they will stop at the same time. So that means our CNC steel slide will have the same rate of fire, just like the original setting. And now we reload the first magazine on our CNC steel slide, and the second magazine reload on the original WE G18. Okay, the original was finished shooting a little bit earlier than our CNC steel version, but compared with the time is very short. So maybe the rate of fire actually maybe just about 14 or 13 rounds per second.